today I wanted to upload a video about one of my user friends. If you don't know what a user is, it's basically one of those people that pretty much like disappear on and off whenever they want something and then appear again. So that's going to be interesting. But before I tell this story, I just kind of wanted to give y'all an update of how I'm doing. Right now, I'm currently filming this on Wednesday, but I am uploading it on Thursday because I know I was going to be busy. So, yeah, I'm just trying to upload this and get it out to you. So currently at my apartments, there is, we have like this big pest problem, and one of the pests that we have are called camel crickets. And if y'all don't know this, because I think camel crickets are like mainly in the South, they're like these creepy, like, I don't even know, they're crickets obviously, but they look like something else. They look like spawn of Satan like looking things. I hate them. Like, I do not like them. But apparently somebody's dog ate one, and like it got like really sick, and he had to take it to the vet and everything. And it just, like, I was like, wow. But apparently they're like completely harmless to humans. And I mean, they're just like, they eat like hair, and they come up through the gutters. And yeah. So camel crickets. I guess I'll like leave a little video right here what they look like. But I hate them. I used to kill them. Just because I didn't like them and I didn't know anything about them. But I kind of did a little bit of research and basically realized that they just ate garbage. So yeah, camel crickets. So we really need to get an exterminator like on this site and like really trying to get rid of them. But there's a guy that comes like every other week, but I don't think whatever he does, it doesn't really work. But anyways, I'm sorry y'all for kind of being out of the loop. I've just been really busy with school and such, and I'm just trying to kind of get everything squared away. Right now I'm taking summer classes, and my last class, or my last day of class, is on the 26th. And yeah, so hopefully somewhere between picking up another class during the fall and ending this class on the 26th, I can have some more time to film, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, so right now I'm in my room, and I'm just kind of on my bed laying, and so this story time I wanted to tell y'all was about one of my so-called friends here in the hill country. And before I moved out to the hill country, I lived in San Antonio for about 15 years. I was pretty much born there, but I moved to the hill country about 9 months ago. And I didn't really like know anybody, and I really like kind of kept to myself. The only people that I know out here are my sister and my brother and his wife, of course, and their kids. And that's it. Like that's the only people that I know out here. And I pretty much like to keep to myself and kind of feel the air before I really start to get to know people. And I was trying to apply for this one job a few months ago because I was in the transition of going from one job to another. And sorry, my nose. And so I applied to this job. I'm not going to say where, but I applied to this job, and I met this chick, and I think we're just gonna call her red hair because she had red hair. And so, red hair, like, she was like kind of like friendly towards me at the beginning, but she wasn't like, you know, when you like first meet people, you're like overly excited. I'm not overly excited, but you're happy because like you get to meet people your own age, and people here like there's not a lot of people here my age. So, so anyways, I just kind of got to like get to know her, and I was like, hey, why don't we like exchange numbers, and like we can go grab some drinks or something, and like hang out at the bar, because that's what I do. Like that's how I connect with people. Like I'm like, hey, let's go hang out, or like let's go to a bar or something, and you know, like just like that's just how I connect with people. So she was like, okay, sure, and so we exchanged numbers and we started hanging out at this one bar, which I really don't like. Like, I don't really go to it anymore because there's just like a lot of like drama whenever I go there. But anyways, I just kind of noticed like she just started being like really weird. So she's gay. So she has a girlfriend. And her girlfriend at first were like, they were okay. They were like they kind of kept to themselves. But it just their behavior started kind of being a little bit weird. Just because like the way like she would talk about other people, and specifically she would talk about like when she talked about like other girls, like it seemed like she was extremely like judgmental of them, especially like when we went out to like the bars and stuff. She would just like say like, oh, look at her, she's slutty or whatever. And like at first I was like, okay, like all right, I mean, I guess you're kind of uncomfortable with your body or you're like who you are, which I mean, whatever, fine. That's your life, but I don't understand why you have to pick on another girl who has done nothing to you or has said nothing to you. I don't understand. Like, are you just uncomfortable? So, anyways, so like when she would start referring to like other girls, just in that manner, and at first I was just like, okay, whatever. Maybe she's just being catty because that's just how we are. Like that's just how a lot of women are. I try not to be catty. Unless you give me a good reason. But anyways, so she was just like she at first it started with that, and then she would like start to refer to like people of color. She referred to this one guy at the bar as Afro Man, which I don't understand. Like she didn't even know him. And I don't like that's just kind of weird. Like why would you refer to somebody as like Afro Man, or I don't know, it's just weird. I wouldn't call somebody that I mean, unless like I may have personally known them or they were okay with it. But then it started that she would use like legit racial epithets. So she would refer to like Hispanic people, she wouldn't say Hispanic, she would say, think of a racial epithet that would refer to people as Hispanic. Or she would use a racial epithet towards black people, such as the N-word. And one day she actually like, I guess she was just used to saying it because she slipped up in front of me and said N-word, and she was referring to somebody's hair. Anybody that knows me knows that I do not put up with any kind of racist like BS. Like if you do it, you're gone. Like you're not my friend anymore. Like I'm just done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to associate with you anymore. Like I'm just done. Like I don't want to be around you. I don't want to hang out with you. That's just not the way I was raised. My family is very multi-ethnic. I have white brothers, I have black brothers, I have brothers who have Middle Eastern facial features. So I'm very open to everybody. Like I don't, I wasn't raised that way. So for her, so that was like the kind of the very first like clues that I should have like been getting the hell away from this chick. So then the user part came in when she would like start asking me for like to buy her lunch and to give her rides and things of that nature, which I mean, okay, like I'm a very like I'm kind of an impressionable person, and like when I'm a friend to somebody, like I will try and be a good friend to you. Like I will try and like help you out. I'll give you rides. Like if you're short on money, like I'll lend you money. Like that's just the kind of person that I am. And I have found that like whenever I am like that, I am more like I do get used. But anyway, so she would start asking me for rides. She would start asking me to buy her lunch and things of that nature. And at first it was okay because it was only like once in a while. So it wasn't like that big of a deal, but then it started turning into like every time we would meet, she would forget, "Oh, I don't have any money," or I don't have any gas. Can you give me a ride? This and that. And it just kind of got annoying because, like I said earlier, I was in the process of trying to go from one job to another, so I was kind of strapped for cash myself. So anyways, so yeah, she pretty much just like she always like wanted me to buy her things, and then she always like tried to like talk crap about her girlfriend and how annoying her girlfriend was. And she would like whenever I went on a date or would like start talking to a guy, like she wanted to know like who I was talking to and what he looked like and things of that nature, and it just started getting like really annoying. So like okay, one like little like example within like this story, or one little example within the story is like we went to like okay, so I helped her clean out her trailer because she moved from like out of her girlfriend's parents' house to a trailer. And I spent like 3 hours, like probably 3 hours helping her clean her trailer. And I was like, I kept kind of mentioning like, oh, like we should go to lunch, like, cause I'm getting kind of hungry and this and that. And so she didn't like mention, she's just like, okay, but she didn't mention anything about like her like being broke. Like she didn't say like, oh, I don't have money or anything. So, I won't be able to buy lunch. And so we're like halfway into town because she lives like she lives on the edge of town. And we're like halfway into town and she calls me and she tells me like she doesn't have any money. And she's like, so, like, would you be able to basically buy me lunch? So, I mentioned something about lunch, and you don't even care to tell me that you're broke until we get into town. Literally does not make any kind of sense. So, that was just kind of like that, and the racial epithets were just kind of like the breaking point for me. And I was just kind of like, obviously you're a user, you only use me when I can basically benefit you in some kind of fashion or form. And it just really got kind of annoying. But it was really weird because like at the end of our like friendship, at the end of our friendship, like I basically like took her off of Facebook because we were friends on Facebook, and I didn't like block her. I just took her off of Facebook. She must have been like obsessing over my Facebook or something, or watching it very carefully, because like literally within 10 minutes of me taking her off of Facebook, she blocked me. Cause I had pictures of us together up on my Facebook, and like I noticed like the words were like, or her name was like black, or like in black, like I couldn't click on it. So it was just kind of weird. Like she was like obviously watching me very carefully, or very closely, which is really weird. Like, I don't know. But anyways, that's kind of like my story time, or my story time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I am trying to get kind of like a new introduction for my videos, and I don't know. I don't have like a lot of, I didn't like film a lot or record a lot, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Tell me if y'all like the introduction, or if you don't, I'm thinking about changing it up. So, other than that, I hope to do a black girl tag because I am a black girl. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading that. Probably sometime this weekend. But let me know if y'all want me to do that tag, or if you're interested in that tag. And I can do it. My lips are really dry today. I should have put on chapstick. Sorry. Y'all saw my like dry ass lips. But have y'all ever had a user friend? Friend. I use that word loosely. I tried looking for some stories about user friends on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. Wow. I tried to look for user story time, like user friend story times on YouTube, but I cannot find any. Either that or they're like 30 minutes long, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch that. But anyways, look out for that black girl tag this coming weekend. I hope y'all are doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.